So something very important came to me, and I wanted to show you guys this, And this is one of our athletes that has been with us for over 2.5 years, I think now, if I'm not wrong. But you can see a big difference between the numbers of when he started and where he's at now. And it's all about consistency. This is an athlete that has been consistently training with us yearly around, and was focusing on his development, and ended up now he's in college, and he's doing pretty well. But something important that I want to show you guys is, like, look at the size differences. All right, and this is what we talk about. It's not only the pitching mechanics that make a difference, but look at the size. You can see he's more stocky, and he was in the weight room every day with us. Like, that's one thing. He's still today, he's in the weight room every day. But it's very important to see. All right, if you see, well, like, not many things have changed. All right, but you're gonna see in the delivery how many things actually has changed. And that's the great part of it. Because right now you're gonna see the parts where it's like, okay, like, I see the sizes differences, but what actually changed in the delivery? And here's what we're gonna show you. All right, so as we're going down, take a deep dive. All right, one thing that speeds out. All right, look how quickly he moves now throughout this other side. He's moving now. And that's one thing that's a big difference already in the first part. All right, second part, he's creating a better rhythm. As you can see, look at the glove. All right, he has a glove tap, right here. And people don't understand, like, why people do glove taps. Over here doesn't have a glove tap. He moves more robotic throughout it. All right, you can see that difference. Like, it helps people with timing. All right, sometimes people don't understand, like, this can help you with a really bit of timing to time up your body and help you get back. There's certain pitchers like DeGrom does it. There's multiple pitchers in the big leagues that does it. All right, it's just a timing mechanism. So if you feel like you have done that before, I suggest you to do it, because and if it helped you, I suggest you to do it, because it's something that can help you throughout the future as well. All right, so as we're going down into his delivery, all right, and I'm gonna unlink this one. All right, we'll go here. All right, you can see the load differences from each side. Look how much more stable he is right here. All right, and look at how much more bend he is right here. All right, so there's multiple differences here that you can see. All right, there's also, you can see a part which is like something that has been happening in a lot of people's deliveries. All right, you can see it's a later handbrake. It's an earlier handbrake when they're going down. Here you can see it's a completely later handbrake. He gives himself time, all right, and trusting that whenever he's going to fire, his arm is going to flip up on his own timing. And that's very important for you guys to understand. Like, hey, it's not you picking up the arm. You need to let the body pick up the arm. Okay. As we can keep going down, you can see how far out his leg is, but he gets out of his load. And look at this difference right here. Look at two different things right here. You can see right here, look at the load in his body right here. Look how much stable he is. And look at right here, his body is already open. His glove side is pulling away from him. All right, his front leg is way extended. And the main important thing is, like, you can look at his back knee right now. So look at his back knee, I would say, from the point side, and look at this one right here. Look how much more stable he is. All right, so being more stable. Now, this doesn't count for every pitcher, all right, because he's more ER dominant, So, like, he can really hold that load very well in this position, especially placing his foot a little bit more open off the rubber, all right. But you can see right there on the left side, like, he is a little bit more like, hey, like, I don't know if I can withhold this position, and he was more quad dominant. So you gotta understand the differences of what type of muscles you're gonna use in what type of delivery and what type of philosophy as well. Okay. So as we're going down, you can see right here his arm flips up so early, all right, and he's jumping off the rubber. All right, over here you're gonna see how he's not dragging, he's kind of like slowing it down and let his hip come through. That's gonna kick up his arm. You see that? He's still close with the front side. All right, he's in the ground right here. All right, as you can see. All right, here he's in the ground as well, but his body is flying towards this way. All right, because his body's flying towards that way, it's very tough. But here he's staying closed off, going this way towards the catcher. That's how he creates the separation timing, all right, into his delivery. And that's where the velocity is coming from. Is maintain, like, how long can you could hold this position and let your pelvis snap and your oblique and everything come after that builds it up to the kinetic chain. You know, that's a very important of the deliveries, you know, as you can see. Another thing that's a little bit difficult to see for you guys, all right, is that his release height has changed too, you know. You can see on the left side, he's cheating more towards that release height. Over here on the right side, he's not cheating for it. He's keeping the same plane, all right, so that he can actually like unravel and feel everything just explode out, you know. Hey, this is just a small video for you guys to have to understand like what do we do. And you know, if you have any questions on all of these things, all right, on how can you make these changes, you know, and stuff like that, please ask away. You guys are in this community for a reason, so ask away, feel free. All right, this is gonna help you understand what we do with mechanics and why we do it. All right, and this is not something that happens to everybody. Like I'm telling you right now, it's about the philosophy and the purpose of things. All right, if you stay consistent on your stuff, you are going to make results. All right, you're not gonna make direct results like this. It's gonna be an up and down. All right, but understand that you always want to keep going up, and by consistency, like how he did, like it's important that you guys also are doing this. If you want to reach these goals and make these strides, this is what it's gonna take.